Hey guys, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Silver. What part is this? Part 43 or something? This is actually, I just woke up about 20 minutes ago. I haven't had breakfast. I have a cup of coffee with me now. But I just kind of wanted to record something, because I haven't recorded something, like, I haven't been recording Last Story or Paper Mario, so I wanted to, record something, or whatever, that kind of way. Now, what are you looking for? That has red sphere in its body. What? Oh, I know what that is. Yes, the one that's shaped like a star. I was like, red sphere? What's that? Yeah, I do have one. It's Staryu. It's Janet! Marty! Who are you people? So now we should get... So at least now we have the Water Stone for whenever... At least now we have the Water Stone for when we get Harry Jr. up to the level where we can evolve him. Okay. Now, what... Yeah, today we want to, like, beat Misty. I was gonna say that, like, oh, but imagine if we got a Firestone and we were able to evolve Vixen. We probably would have gone just on a whim to go beat Erica, but no. We're gonna go fight Misty today. And have a nice relax... Like, there's lots of stuff that I can talk about today, actually.
You can't make things. She's Mrs. Please, and then
What? That's so sinister. I don't know. Maybe, you know, he's a sailor, he's in New York City, get him laid and he'll be fine. But, look, I need to show you something. Melinda, I like had so, it took like hardly any time at all. Melinda, I was so happy leveling up Melinda to level 38 or whatever, because like I wanted Melinda to learn. Let's see, has she learned it yet? Move. What was the move I wanted her to learn? No, it's like the move she learns next or whatever. I think it might be Solar Beam or something. Before I evolve her into a Gloom. So let's just see how she does in battle. Don't let my elegant swimming unnerve you. Yeah, I think it's now that I want to level her up. While I'm, like, jawing about this battle and I don't have to really do much, I'm just going to double check. Because the thing is, I think I wanted to level her up to, like, the level where she learned Petal Dance or something. Because I think Blossom learns the other thing herself. So look, we have Sleep. Let's use Sleep Powder. Yeah, because this thing's going to kill our poor Oddish. Oddish. I love Oddish, and Gloom, and Vileplume, and Blossom. But, like, this is, like, turning out exactly like, I remember on my first playthrough of Silver, I actually did have a Blossom and an Umbreon. On my first playthrough of Silver, like, my main... We'll get that HP back, don't worry. On my first playthrough of, Silver, my main team was, like, I got Umbreon and Espeon because I bred the Eevee that I got with a Disho, and I remember I had both Umbreon and Espeon, and I also had, like, this is afterwards, like after I completed the whole game, like the team that I was using, let's say, was like Umbreon, Espeon, Tyranitar, Blossom, like Umbreon, Espeon, Tyranitar, Blossom. What else? I'm trying to think. Kingdra, I had one of them as well. And like, they're all some of my favorite Pokemon. Like, I have so many favorite Pokemon from this generation, but yeah, I'm just going looking it up here. Like, I have the, I have the experience sharing, but like this thing, like, I mean, I know, like, we'll take damage, like, in the first couple of turns. But, I mean, when we're going against water Pokemon with Absorb, we're going to get all that back pretty quickly, so... We shouldn't worry. I am quite tired today, as you can tell, because... Like, no, I'm only tired because I'm groggy, do you know? Okay, so... Yeah... No, wait a second. What did I want to... Yeah, Gloom learns... Yeah, Oddish learns... Yeah, Oddish learns Petal Dance at level 39, that's what it is. Whereas I'd have to wait until, like, level 45 if I were going to let it, like, 44, if I were going to, like, let it evolve into a Gloom earlier. And then, yeah, Blossom learns Solar Beam at level 55. Okay, so that's all that sorted. And I remember the moveset. I think this Blossom is going to end up having the exact same moveset that no, not Sleep Powder Ground, that my Blossom had in the original game. It's like a clone, because my Blossom in the original game, like when I had the game first, it had Solar Beam, Petal Dance, Moonlight, and Sleep Powder. That's what it had. Or did it have Moonlight? No, I think in the other one I had like Sunny Day on it instead of Moonlight actually. But no, I didn't, because like I chose Sleep Powder over Sunny Day because I figured there was no point in having both Sleep Powder and well, no, I didn't. Like I mean, as the only reason I was going to have either Sleep Powder or as a Sunny Day was to improve my ability of using Solar Beam, you know, that kind of way. So yeah, there has been things going on, because I've had like I know I had college last week, but did I? Has it been that long since I recorded that? Silver. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I recorded those episodes where I caught the Chansey and stuff like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. So it's been no wonder it seems like a long time since I've recorded anything. The thing is that do we have our sunstone in our bag? I got sunshine in a bag. No, I don't think we do. We can go out and get it when we're going back to the Pokemon Center to heal up or something. There's the swimmer. I remember when my yellow LP, excuse me, I was just talking about that film, The Swimmer, and how it's probably the weirdest film that has ever been made. For those of you who don't know, The Swimmer is this strange film. I think it was made in the 60s, as far as I know. It was either the 60s or the 70s. I think so, anyway. Yeah, about Burt Lancaster, and he decides to swim across all the he's like, there's a road to my house made out of swimming pools in people's gardens, and I'm going to swim in all those swimming pools in order to get back to my house. It's insane. I'm like, what? You're crazy. The Twister. But, so yeah, it was just crazy, like, I remember that's what I was talking about in my yellow LP. Don't be flinching me now, we might have to switch out to someone else. But, yeah, The Swimmer. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, because it's insane. Okay, we're switching out to someone who's faster than this bitch. Is Audrey 2 faster than a horsey? I don't know. Because Audrey 2 is like a big lumbering dinosaur, so... Whereas Horsey is a little lithe, seahorse. Lithe? Whoever thinks of using that word in a sentence? That has to be one of the words that people use the least, actually, in everyday language, is lithe, as in L-I-T-H-E. As in kind of supple and oh, phone. Okay, you would not believe who that was. That was the internet company. The internet company I've been battling with for the last, the internet company I've been battling with for the last 2 weeks. Because I keep, like, ringing them up. I'd say it's the same two people that I keep getting onto, because I recognize their voices, and I'd say they're flippin' sick and tired of this guy. They're flippin' sick and tired of me ringing them up. And they finally, they have this guy who rang me just there. Like, I think they're finally going to, oh my god! I think they're finally going to do something about it. Which I'm like, okay, finally. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm the only person in the house who'll actually ring up about the internet. First of all, because I actually know a little tiny, well, I know more about it than my parents, but, like, I'm the only person who'll ring it up, because they'll be just like, they'll just complain and be like, oh, that flippin' thing, or whatever, you know? And I'm like, okay, I'm going to ring them, and I tell them to fix it. And like, then when I do ring them, I'm like a flippin' bulldog, I'm like, listen here, and it's like, I get so cranky, because, like, if they're being unhelpful, I get cranky. I'm very nice if they're being helpful, because I think, like, if they're being nice and helpful, then I'm going to be that way as well. But if they're being, like, unhelpful and fobbing me off, then I'm going to be completely... I'm going to be a big asshole, because that's what I'm supposed to do. Do you know? We'll go over Stun Spore, because I'm not going to use Sun... I'm always going to use Sleep Powder instead of Stun Spore. Is about to use Horsey. Well, let's see if we can finally take one of these things out. With Melinda. Audrey 2, that's enough. Come back. Go, Melinda. Yeah, so, like, a lot of stuff, like, actually, I don't think I was back at college with the last time I recorded these. I've been back at college now. There's been a lot of stuff happening. I'm in Carillion performance, which I'm loving. It's, like, I've had 2 classes so far. Yeah, look at that. Yay. Finally, we have, like, a really good grass attack. And not only that, but after we beat Burt Lancaster, something's gonna happen. Melinda is evolving, but, yeah, into, like, a glorious gloom. I'm so scatty because I'm just after waking up. I love the way they have, like, the little spores, like, the pollen around gloom. That's a really nice touch. I love that. So now we have a gloom, a Melinda the Gloom. But we're actually going to, like, well, no, let's do one battle with Melinda as a gloom. And then we'll evolve it into a Vileplume for the final showdown with Misty. Let's get the show on the road! But, yeah, so Carillion performance I'm really loving. I always think these guys look like Misty wannabes. Do you know the way they do their hair and stuff like that? I don't know. Swimmer Diana. Like Jack Diane. You're going down in no time, Buster. Unless you do that and kill me in one hit. That's gonna kill me. No, fine, good. But now I can't do anything. I'm like stuck in a loop with this Petal Dance. If this doesn't kill him in one hit, which it should do, well, I don't know. Petal Dance is a powerful attack. Yeah, no, Melinda's dead. One more round, Melinda's gone. One more round. Oh, like, geez, could I just stop referencing all these songs? Okay, who are we going to send out instead? Beetlejuice. 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 Yeah, see, I said it 3 times and he appeared. And he's faster. Oh my god, he's like... Is Beetlejuice like really fast or something? Go Beetlejuice. Yay! I love my Ledian. I like that card. Do you know that episode of Futurama with the card? Like, with yeah, no, yeah, call it that. Because that's what the whole episode is about, is the card. That's what I call it, because... Do you know that episode where it's Mom's birthday and all the robots are going to destroy the world or something? Bender buys her a Mother's Day card. And it's like... and at the end it just goes, I love my mommy. It's like a really... And that's what the card says, because it's a robotic card. I mean, what else? Well, do you know what we can do? We can, I'm gonna keep that water stone in my list of effects, but, list of effects? In my, list of accoutrements, and, accoutrement, and I'm going to, just in case, like, we get, thingamabob up to level, what's it called? Do you know what? I should have kept that magnet out just for Beetlejuice, just in case we had to use him. Because, I don't know, Misty, as far as I remember, she is like a Lapras, which might be my downfall. Like, ice attacks might be my downfall. So I have Dido just in case. There's my Sunstone! But, let me see, what are we looking for? Oh, we're looking for that magnet that I put in here. We have the Leaf Stone. Vileplume or Blossom, I can't decide! Oh, no, we'll go for Blossom. I have another Vileplume. Well, that being said, I have another Blossom as well. Well, no, I don't, because this is the same cartridge that I had that Blossom. It's like I'm like bringing my Blossom. It's like this Blossom is going to be the spiritual successor to my original Blossom. Just like Dom is the spiritual successor to my other Umbreon. I was actually toying with getting like a Sunflora, because no one gets one of them. What? Melinda is evolving! It's just so weird, like, having Oddish evolve into Gloom and then into Bellossom, like, really quickly, in quick succession. Do you know what it's like? It's like in Digimon. Like, do you know the way sometimes if they really had to, they'd evolve, like, twice in, like, 2 seconds. They'd evolve from, like, Rookie to Champion, and then Champion to Ultimate straight away. And, like, why it's reminding me of that is because it's reminding me of, like, Palmon Digivolve to Togemon! Togemon Digivolve to Lilymon! Like that. It's just making me think of that, because, you know, they just always... It's like, oh no, we need them to be strong. Let's just Digivolve them, like, 3 times in quick succession. That's what it's like. So let's give Melinda and Melinda. Oh my god, I could have had 2 of them. I could get 2 of them and have a Blossom and a Vileplume and call them both Melinda. And then I'd have Melinda and Melinda, like the film. The Woody Allen film. Has anyone ever seen that? I really like that film. It's like one of the only films I like that that guy in. But, no, I want to give Beetlejuice a magnet. Give magnet. Okay, we're going up against Misty, and hopefully things don't go pear-shaped. But yeah, oh, and as well, like, speaking of pear-shaped, I found, like, anyway, first let's narrate Misty, you know, we'll do her that courtesy. I was expecting you, you pest! You may have lots of Johto gym badges, but you better not take me too lightly. My water-type Pokemon are tough. Are they called tough because they're tough? Because it sounds like tough? But, what was I gonna say? Oh yes, do you know the way I was telling you I wanted to do editing for... Basically, when you're in 4th year music, you have this option called, What?! Why do you know that? Doesn't, like, Blossom have good special defense? Isn't that what it's saying? Yeah, see? Well, no, it's not weak against Psychic anymore because it loses its Poison type. That's so odd, like, losing a type when it evolves. But, Joe and I might do, when it's like, when it kills him with this round of Petal Dance, I might like switch out to Audrey. Well, it depends on what Pokemon she wants to use. But at least Audrey 2 has good special defense as well, so it can probably withstand an ice attack or 2. At least 1 anyway. See, if that had been a critical hit first, then we would have been fine. Is about to use Lapras. Yes. Okay, see, we have we have the... Will I try and paralyze it with Beetlejuice? No, because I think, like, the Lapras isn't going to be as dangerous as... Like, I'm pretty sure she has a Starmie, too, and that thing's fucking fast. I'm scared of that thing. What can we do? We can do Poison Powder and whittle down its health slowly. See, we have Synthesis. If we wanted to, we could just sit here and heal ourselves with Synthesis while the Poison kills the Lapras. But, in 4th year music, we do this thing called a major study option. Holy crap! At least we got him poisoned. The sting of the dying wasp, eh, what? Yeah, I think we're going to have to bring out Dido for this, because it's just like, we can't, like, stand up to that. Let me see, what am I going to do? Revive. I want to revive Audrey 2. And then I want to heal both Audrey 2 and Melinda. Yeah, see, this will do jack shit. We're resistant to it, and we're like a good level and good HP and whatever. Yeah, see, look at that! A Blizzard doing that much. That's pathetic. But basically, how many times am I going to see basically in 4th year music? Basically in 4th year music, we have to do this thing called a major study option or a super option, which in essence is like a miniature, like, PhD almost. Well, like, I mean, it's done the same way in that we choose a topic that we're going to research, and that research hasn't been done on before. Well, that it's a new thing, like, it's worthwhile doing, do you know? And so we do that, and we do it all by ourselves, and it's worth a lot. Like, it's worth a quarter of our entire, like, marks for the year. And we do it on our own, and we are assigned a supervisor who helps us or whatever. Like, so that it's a really fun thing. Like, well, for me, it's a really fun thing because it's actually the chance to contribute to the academic world in a more meaningful way than just an essay that's going to be marked by your lecturer, or that kind of way. So the thing is that I wanted to do the option which is editing, where you basically edit an old manuscript and make a modern critical edition of it. So you find an old handwritten manuscript in some library or whatever, you know. Quagsire, we can take him on with Melinda. Easily, like, Petal Dance will take this thing out in like one shot, because it's like really weak against it. Don't go! I love Blossom's cry. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Oh yes, so you find like an old handwritten manuscript, like usually from before, like from the middle of the 18th century back, because they're usually going to be the ones that want the most critical editing or whatever, you know. Joe, let's go for it. We have nothing to lose by getting killed by the Starmie. Yes, see, that's going to kill us in one hit. Like, if a Blizzard from the Lapras... Well, no, Blizzard is more powerful and was getting same type attack bonus. So let's just see how much the Petal Dance does. I don't know, really, to be honest. I can't estimate how much it's going to do. More than I thought it would. Let's switch out to... Let's switch out to Beetlejuice. So that we can, like, I don't know what I was thinking. So, yeah, no, I was thinking I'm going to sacrifice Beetlejuice and bring out Audrey 2 to deal the death blow. But, so sorry, Beetlejuice. But, yeah, so I've been trawling through libraries, like German libraries, Austrian libraries, British library, just so many libraries across Europe to get to find a manuscript that I wanted to work with and that hadn't been, like, basically what you're trying to do is find something that's been forgotten about over in the mists of time, so that kind of way. And I found something that's really interesting, like that. Basically, it's a dramatic work by a composer who was very well regarded in his time, but whose work has been all but forgotten, except for a few religious or sacred choral works. Yeah, this isn't working. Except for a few sacred choral works, and this piece, it's not a sacred choral work. It's like a small. Alex will know what I'm talking about when I. Oh, for God's sake! How unlucky can you be? Alex will know what I'm talking about when I say it's a small cantata with about three characters. And it's really interesting stuff, because I can find absolutely, like, the references that I can find about it are slim to none. Like, nobody even hardly knows this piece exists, and it's really interesting. And like, the only reference I can find about it is that in the Grove Encyclopedia of Music, which knows everything there is to know, that basically which records everything that researchers have discovered about various composers and their works. So it has a list of all their works that the world knows about. If you basically, the only reference I can find to it, other than the score that I found, is that the Grove says that it exists. That's the only reference. As far as I can find, there's been no research done on it, no articles written about it, nothing. Because everyone, whenever they study this guy, the few people who bother looking at his work at all, they concentrate on his sacred works, because that's what constitutes the largest portion of his output. And there's just no record whatsoever of anyone doing research on this particular piece, which is a shame, because it's really interesting. There are a lot of features which make it very unusual for its time, that kind of way, and it's a fascinating little piece. It's written in, you guys might have seen this on Twitter, but how is it taking us so long for us to beat this Starmie? We've been here for like 10 minutes. But, Finally, okay, there we go. And Melinda grew up to level 40. Melinda's going to be a good Pokemon. I can tell. But, what was I going to say? I'll admit that you're skilled. Here you go, it's the Cascade Badge. Oh, there's the phone again. Okay, that was Phone Man. He's actually on his way up to, like, look at the connection. Well, Phone Man, Internet Man, same thing. To look at the connection. He'll be here in about an hour or so. That means I have to do a couple of things. Okay, but basically, I'm going to be ending off this video now. But, see, I have to decide what we're going to do in the next video. Yeah, so this is... We beat Misty. I don't know, you see, I'd like to wait until I get the Firestone to go after Erica, because I'd like that to be, like, the big unveiling of Vixen as a Ninetales, you know? I don't know, I think I'll decide what I'm going to do in between when I finish recording this and when I record the next one, so... well, let me see. Oh yeah, so basically, this piece, it exists, and that's all anyone really has bothered to know about it. But, where I found the manuscript is in the library of the Austrian National Library, which is in Vienna. But in Grove, it refers to it says that, the existing edition of this piece is actually in the St. Peter's Benedictine Monastery in Salzburg, which Salzburg would actually make more sense to me given the composer's background. But yeah, so basically what I have to do is I have to, like, it's a good thing I know German, because I'm going to have to send, like, formal emails to the librarian in charge of the music collection in the National Library in Vienna, as well as the guy in charge of the music collection, like, the priest in charge of the music collection in the monastery in Salzburg, and ask them, can they offer me any more information about this thing? Because I need to make sure that there hasn't been work done on this before, because if someone did, like, a critical edition of it 2 years ago, or something, which I doubt, because I can find no reference to it whatsoever, then there might not be very much point in me doing one. It would be a real shame, because it's a very interesting piece, but, yeah, so in the next part, let me see, what have we done? Let me see, we've beaten 3 gym leaders. So what we might do, we might just go after that Snorlax and, like, go through Diglett Tunnel to Pewter City and open up that half of Kanto as well. Okay, so that's probably what we're gonna do. So thanks a million for watching, guys. I'm cutting I don't know how long this video is. Bye.